Hi everyone, Alex here. This is going to be a fun video today as it's one I didn't even plan on doing, but as you can see I have two Game Boy Colors here, and this is the one I had when I was a kid. I've kept it all this time, and this is one I purchased recently, and it's going to be a gift for a friend, and I wanted to actually mod it myself, but getting all the different parts and taking the time to actually do it, I decided I went to Etsy, and there's people that do this for you, so I paid and I just got this today. And I want to show a comparison and also show what this actually does, because I think this is really cool. So this is the Game Boy Color I got one Christmas when I was a kid, and I have Metal Gear Solid in here, so I'm going to turn it on. It's almost hard to remember how dark this thing actually is. Very reflective too. So we'll get to a screen where there's a lot of color on it. So there's the title screen, and it's like you have to be under really good light to be able to see that screen. Brings back a lot of memories. It's so strange though, I'd completely forgotten about it. But I used to adore this device. And yeah, that's my old Game Boy Color. A bit scuffed. The buttons are a little slidey, but they're functional and they work good. So let's get rid of that now. I'm going to take the batteries out of it because the modded Game Boy I have is also powered by battery. You can get USB charged ones, but that's modding work as well, and something I wasn't going to do. I think it was like a paid extra, but as a gift for a friend, I don't think they'd mind. This is the Game Boy I just got today. Look at that. You see this Game Boy Color logo lights up. The screen's a lot bigger, it's instantly clear. So this is an IPS screen, it's 15% larger. It has 7 different brightness levels. Look at this, if I tap at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, let's do this somewhere else. There, the logo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it gets pretty bright. And it's great at all different angles to view at. And so the buttons light up as well. I think if I hold these two buttons together, there, it lights up. And there's 3 different light options in this particular Game Boy Color. So if I hold it again, I think, then it sort of flashes. And hold it again, and I think it's just one tone color. I don't know if it changes. And off and on. And also, so when I hold, I think it's start and select together, this is going to change color. And if it's selected on game, I can change the screen position. If I press start and go to, no, if I tap up top here and go, maybe I'll just show you. I wasn't planning to. So if I do this, I did actually have a problem with this Game Boy when it came in. The start and select buttons were not working. I know the start button works. Let's start the game up again. And it's tiny. I remember this thing being a lot bigger. This is the Odin in comparison. And so it's about the size of the Odin screen. So it's very pocketable, very playable, very cool. So let's move to VR training. Weapon mode. Whatever. So these buttons in comparison, they're not shifting around. They feel very tight. They feel very punchy. I don't really like the start and select button though. They do work, but it feels like you're pressing them and you feel like you have to really press them to make sure they work. Okay, so if I press the select button does work. Okay. But, okay, so I've actually forgotten how to do the thing. But yeah, you can like change the position of the screen for whatever reason you need to do that. But if you were to highlight color, you can change the color of this Game Boy logo to like blue, yellow, whatever color you want. And the reason I've chosen pink is because I'm giving this to a girl, and I just chose pink because I think she'll like that. And I think that's so cool. Looks beautiful. Let's have a look at some other games since I have them laid out already. I've had these games forever. I used to love Mario. I used to be incredibly addicted to Mario Golf. And to see it played this way, it's beautiful. And I do remember having to go under like decent lamplight or whatever and holding the thing at different angles. Unfortunately for this video, because of the type of screen it is, you keep seeing like these lines. Oh dude, this still has my save file. Yeah, I beat everyone. I don't know why I never played the Game Boy Advance version of Mario Golf, because that must have been good. Oh no, I'm going to want to play this all day. I can't believe I'm gifting this to someone. I want to keep it now. It's great. So, you can get Game Boy Colors from eBay. They kind of go for like £50 to £100 depending on the quality. So that's about $50 to $100. And I think if you like were intending to mod one, then the condition might not actually matter. So for example, if you wanted to get this screen, I'll try and find the links for this and put them in the description. Then you need a case that has been like modified. So they sell these cases and they're great. I've also missed holding a Game Boy Color. I don't know, like my hands are obviously bigger. Just in the palm of my hands. I hope soon to get a Mayu Mini, which is going to be tiny. The Mayu Mini is going to be like half this thing. It's going to be interesting though. And let's have a look at one more game. I didn't intend to like showcase or anything. I just wanted to show this Game Boy off. And I can't actually publish this video until after I've gifted it. Otherwise, they might find out that I bought it for them. And then they're going to find out I made a video of it. But I thought, while I've got it, why not? Because I've seen these before, and I can't remember why I was interested. But I did more research and looked into it, and I thought, that's pretty cool. I don't think I'd do it for myself, though. As much as I like Game Boy Color, I don't think I'd play it again. And now that I actually hold it and play, I want to just play this all day. So if you don't want to do the modding yourself, yes, you can go to Etsy. People will do this for you. And so what I paid for was a whole Game Boy Color and all of this work done. You know, I didn't have to give them a Game Boy. I didn't have to pay extra for a Game Boy. They just did it. And I think in total for the kind of the cost of the parts with, what am I doing in this game? Oh, I'm trying to buy something apparently. Yeah, the total cost of the parts and the Game Boy, I would say the labor involved and then shipping it as well, and the time factor was a good price, I think. Depends which one you buy. There's loads of different Game Boy colors. I just particularly like the look of this black one with you know, RGB lights. I think this is neat. You can get other upgrades as well. You can get a speaker upgrade, And you can also obviously, so you got the battery compartment here. You can get a replacement where you have like a USB charge instead, and they tell you not to charge it while you're playing it. You have to charge the Game Boy whilst it's not active, and it has to be slow charge, so no fast charging. And that's the Game Boy Color. So for fun, let's have a look at Game Boy Color on the Odin. I need to do more Odin videos soon. So we've got Game Boy Color in Pegasus. Got different games here. Have I got Metal Gear Solid? I do. We had a look at Metal Gear Solid earlier. Let's have a look at it here. Oh, that's strange. That's really strange. The color seems a lot more muted. Wait, where's Metal Gear Solid? Damn, loading cartridges is fun. Okay, I'll just press some buttons so it doesn't like change. No, it changed. Okay. Oh, they both light up. It's fun. Look how deep red that is. And this is not. Why is that? That must be a RetroArch thing. I'm going to have to look into that. Because that is just solid red. And that's like pinkish. Okay, the sound is horrible. Okay. I'm glad I did that. So, custom modified Game Boy Color. If that really piques your interest, I bet you'd have a lot of fun with it. So, this video is a bit random. If you liked it, give it a like. Subscribe. Click the bell button if you want to see any more videos. And thank you very much. I'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.